Hi, this is Kevin from My Review Life 1, and today we're going to be working on my Ford Flex. The back brakes are grinding, so we're going to do the back brakes, rotors, and pads for you. The rotors have some grooves in them, so I'm going to replace them. They don't look that bad. You could get away with shoes, but the way it's grinding, I don't want to take any risks. These don't look that old, but I'm going to replace them anyways. I got them really cheap on Amazon. And I got a credit card, so I got them for like 20 bucks, normally like 80 to 120 bucks. And I chose these Bendix Fleet Metlock Premium Severe Duty rotors because I liked that they were all coated black. And I've heard that the only area that goes down to metal is where the brake pad rubs. So these are kind of heavy duty coated. I really like that, and they'll look nice on there, and I will leave a link if I can to that. Brake shoes, I got these TRWs on eBay for like 20 bucks. They came in a nice box with the clips and everything. Brake shoes you can get anywhere. You could probably even get a set of these with the brake shoes on Amazon. Tons of different brake shoes, around $20, $25. But these were 40 a piece, which I didn't think were bad for the coated heavy duty. So that's what we're going to use. Now we're going to jack her up. I usually use one of these old star wrenches. Sometimes it's hard to get them off. One time, another car I had, I couldn't get the wheel off, so I had to go take the car in, have the brakes done, which cost me a lot of money. So now I've got this little cheater bar, a pipe. Better to have a metal pipe. This is PVC, but it's pretty thick and it works like a charm. Put this on the end of the wrench and look at this leverage you've got, and you just push down on that and boom, comes loose. I'm doing it with one hand here as we're talking. Leverage makes all the difference in the world. So I'm going to loosen all these up and I'm going to jack it up and get going on this brakes before this nice beautiful fall day is over with. Got one side. I'm going to loosen these up before I jack it up. You can see how hard these are. This pipe is a miracle worker. See how tight those are, but leverage makes the difference. Like nobody knows. Sorry, I don't have an impact wrench, so usually I was standing on this wrench, everything pulling and standing, breaking my back. This pipe just makes life so much easier. There we go, got them all loose. So I'm going to jack it up, put it on the stands, and I'm going to take the wheel off. I decided to just jack up one side because this car doesn't have a lot of places to jack it up. Not the easiest car to jack up, I'm surprised. And there we go, 5 lug nuts. And remove the wheel. As easy as that. Get that out of the way. And there we have the old rotor. There's some pits in it, but I think it's on the back where it's bad. Because if you listen to this, I can't even turn it with the wheel off, but it's really grinding on the back, giving an awful noise while you're driving. You can hear that. But we'll take care of that. So first thing they tell you to do is take apart these, take the calipers off here. It's a 13mm bolt right there. And I just loosen these with my wrench. I could not find my 13mm socket, so I thought I loosened them. Well, anyways, these two bolts, take those out. Helps if you go the right way too. Nice ratcheting wrenches are nice. Just a little bolt there. Don't lose those. Supposed to replace them, but I don't have new ones. I'm not changing the calipers hopefully out. They look pretty new. This car has 197,000 miles on it. So you want to wiggle that loose. And I have a hook over here. Something to get this out of the way with. Keep it out of your way. I don't know if this is going to work. I'm going to find a place to hook it. There's a little spot right there, out of the way. There's the caliper out of the way. And then we're going to take off these two. That was a 13mm bolt. And we're going to take off these two back here 15mm bolts. Pretty easy to do here. You can still hear that grind, and I don't think that back pad has nothing on it actually. Grab a 15mm. Hang on, I'll be right back. All right, 15mm socket, too long. Let me grab my wrench. I don't have any small sockets. All right, let's get that wrench on there. I like to tap it with a rubber hammer just to get it loose sometimes. That one's pretty tight. Wrench flew off. I think it moved or stripped, one of the two. That was moving. Yep. That one's loose. So you can just get that bolt out of there. Come on out. Join the world. It's coming. There's that bolt. Now we got one to go. I do have a breaker bar I can use, but this seems to be working fairly well. Not the greatest, but need a little more leverage on there would be nice with the breaker bar, but gotta make this entertaining for you. All you guys with your impacts. I don't have an impact that'll get in there. Hang on 1 second. Breaker bar. Breaker bar with a super long socket. I don't know. Might be too long. Not going on there very good. Oh, looks like it's going on there good. Boy, that one's a tight one. Be nice if I had a smaller shocks kind of in the way there. The socket doesn't fit on there really well after I beat on it. There it goes. The power of leverage with a breaker bar. Does it every time. Leverage. This video should be called Leverage. Let's see if I got that on the right way. Yep. I got my ratcheting wrench, which comes in very handy. Long bolt there. Doesn't want to come out. There it is. Now your bracket, caliper bracket will come off with the brake shoes in it, and you can see my problem right there. I don't know if you can see that in the video. That brake shoe is so thin, it's down to the rivets. The other one's not bad, but that one is bad. So we're going to put new shoes in there. But right now, I'm going to see if this, of course not, it's not loose. Rotor is not loose. Oh, there's a screw in there, that's why. There's a screw right there, and I think that's a 40 millimeter Torx. So I think I happen to have one of those, so let's get that out of there. Let's see if my little impact drill will get it. Oh, is that a 40? That's a little loose. I wonder if it's a 45. Let me go grab another one. Go the other way. Was a 45. One guy said a 30, one said a 40 on videos, but it was definitely a 45. Good thing I had that little tip. Just a little screw there, comes out from the factory, holds these on, and give it a little hit, breaks it loose. There's the old rotor, but I wonder what the other side looks like. Pretty grinded. Look at that. Good thing I got new rotors. Alright, I clean this a little up with spray paint because I'm in the north and get a lot of snow and things get rusty, so I like to keep my car free from rust if I can. But there it is. Put on the new rotors and we'll be ready to go. But this one is definitely, I don't know if you can see it in the video, definitely pretty grooved there. So that's going in the scrap pile. Alright, I cleaned that up a bit, sprayed that back guard a little bit, so it's starting to rust a little bit with some paint, black paint. Clean that, was a little rusty in there. There's a little edge that's rusty. I don't know if I can do much about that. Cleaned it with a wire brush. Just clean it up good as you can. The caliper was pretty good, had a little rust on top. I cleaned that a little bit with a wire brush, and we're going to be pushing that in. I'm hoping with a C-clamp, but it's got those grooves in there that's supposed to turn in with a tool, but I'm hoping the C-clamp will push it in. If not, I'm going to have to go get a tool. So, and put the other, put the rotor back on now, the new rotor. So the brake pads do line up with the old one. So I did get the right ones, happy about that. So we're going to clean up this bracket and put the new ones in there. And replace those clips right there. So we're going to do that. There's the old brake shoe, isn't that a beauty? Little grinding noise there. I'm going to clean this up a little bit. I'll be right back. Now I found a little problem here with these slider pins in the caliper bracket. They're supposed to slide freely like that. This one was not sliding. I had to beat it to get it out. It's all rusty in there. I did get it out, but it's so tight that is definitely not going to slide. So I need to get some new pins. Maybe just get a whole new bracket that comes with the pins. So got to go to the auto parts store. Wasn't planning on that. Not working. Not that old. I don't know why that one is so frozen in there. You can see the rust there, but where is it? You can see it. It's all rusty. So the boots still look good, but that is definitely not sliding. It won't even go in there. So I don't know if the inside of the bracket's rusted. I could kind of clean that out and get that sliding, but I think I'm just going to go see if they got the new parts. Be a lot safer. It's probably what was causing that inside shoe to wear down and the other shoe not wearing down. So that could have been my only problem, but we'll go get some pins and a caliper bracket. Hopefully they got one locally here. So they didn't have a brake caliper bracket, but they did have new bolts. But actually this one here that was so stuck, all I did was clean out inside there. It's hard to see that bolt, but actually it's not that bad a shape. I don't know if I'm going to put the new ones or not. If I just grease that up, it should work just fine. But I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll have to figure that out. But didn't need a whole new bracket. They're 40 bucks anyways. And the other one, this other one, get the rubber off. It's actually in nice shape. It's got a little end there. So that one I'm going to keep in there. This one doesn't have that end, but I don't know. I better replace it. Looks kind of rusty, but works good now. That's the reason the whole brake shoe is grinding, because this was not moving. All right, back to the job. All right, I cleaned those out where those pins go. I called them bolts, but they're pins. And I greased them really nicely with some brake grease. Look how pushy and squishy that is. This one's got a little rubber thing that came with the boot kit. It's a little tiny rubber thing that goes over the bolt. Actually, you can see it on the old bolt there. It's a rubber thing you put on there. That one isn't too bad, but I'm going to save it as a spare. I just put the new ones in. So now I'm gonna put the new clips in here. Put these new clips in. And put the brake shoes in, and that'll be ready to go over the rotor. So it should not stick now. Got the brake shoes loaded in the caliper bracket, new bolts, new rubber boots, pins, new pins, new clips in there. Seems like those clips are tight, but that's the only way they can go in there. And the brake shoe tip goes in there. You grease those ends of the brake shoe and inside the little clips. Should be ready to put the rotor on now finally. The little screw I took out holding on the rotor is stripped, will not go in. So can't get that to focus in on it, but it's just will not go in for the life of it. So I've read that that was only on there during production to hold them on from falling off, so they're not going to fall off with the wheel on, so it should be fine. So I'm going to leave it off, see how it does. So I didn't have the brake caliper tool. This one takes a special tool with notches in it. I thought I could just clamp it in, but I was not very smart on that, so I rented a tool at AutoZone. It's $63 deposit, but you get it back, so it's a free tool set. There it is, and I think that's the one I need. Those pins, it's an F. They stick in the caliper right there in those slots, and then it'll turn it in. So that's that. I'm going to do it now. So I don't know if I was filming or not, but I just compressed that bracket in with this tool here. So now it's farther in to give room for the brake shoes. I may have to put it in a little farther, it looks like. I'm gonna go get that bracket on real quick. Calipron, getting ready to bolt it up. I think I missed part of the video. Got new bolts here that came with. They'll line up for me. Flip in as I threaded the top one in. Maybe. Yep. So you tighten those on there. Everything's back to normal. Just got to put the wheel on and that's it. Brand new brake shoes, new bolts, pins in the caliper, new rotors, so this should be quieter now. So let's put the wheel on. Try to get this started on. Remember, this is a comedy show, so don't laugh at me. I've done a lot of brakes. It doesn't seem like it, but after watching this video. But, there she goes. Going on her. Tighten these on the wheel first. Make sure the wheel is on good before you let the weight on it. See, pulls it in. That's got some air tool. Impact wrench, that's actually one. So some nice tools. Brakes. Alright, more brake. Alright, let's jack this up. We're going to do your car, jack it up under. Grab right under here. Bottom. Uh-oh. I didn't video that, did I? Well, I got the wheel back on anyways. Good thing you missed it. It's fun getting it on there. Now just gotta tighten those up. Grab my handy bar again, leverage bar. Oh, there's a tool I was looking for in the leaves. Throw that bar on there. Get them nice and snug. Well, the wheel's on and I pumped up the pedal. It's nice and tight. Seemed to work good. What should have been an hour job took me all day pretty much. It's getting dark out here now. But I did stop and go get a tool a couple times and get lunch. So make sure you have the tools on hand, and that caliper tool there, rent it from your local parts store. And that's it. Back brake done. No more grinding. Brand new rotor and pads on this bad Ford Flex. Very nice car. Just had to put a used transmission in it because the transmissions hardly ever go out on these, but the guy that had it before me must have towed because he had a gigantic trailer. But I did find a transfer case and a transmission for $400, and my mechanic put it in for $2,300. So it's only got like 90,000 on the transmission. The car, 197,000. It's my Uber car, my Lyft car, my everything car right now. So I got to keep it running and in good shape. This is Kevin at I Review Life 1. I'd appreciate it if you liked this video, if you'd subscribe, and if you're really nice, you go through all my videos and watch every one of them till the end. You never know what you might find. Plus that'll help my watch time. So I'm trying to get this channel going and someday monetized. Maybe someday, but soon. I did learn a secret lately, and I'm not going to tell you the secret because I'd have to charge you for that, but I learned a good secret on how to get subscribers. Very easy. But anyways, have a great day. Ford Flex, rear brake, all done. And one more thing, you never know what's going to be on this video. You never know. You never know. You never know. You might just see Callie the dog in one of my videos, but it is getting dark. So catch you next time. Bye bye.